Good evening, everyone. Welcome to my community in words and pictures. My name is Nikisha Evans. I am here to represent Overbrook Park, which is in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Within Philadelphia, you have little sectors. This is me over here in the yellow. Here in Overbrook Park, we have approximately 33,174 people. We have a little less males than females, which I am uh, totally um, surprised by that. You see more males around here than you do females. Um, However, I am not surprised by the age differences that you have a lot of older females that's around here than you have millenniums. Also, in 2017, which is still in 2020, you have more of blacks than you do any other race. However, I was informed that about 20, 30 years ago, this area was um, more whites than blacks. So let's talk about the crime here in Overbrook section alone. Here in the zip code 19151, which is the Overbrook Park section, you have violent crimes, which is about 70%. And a violent crime is anything of murder, manslaughter, forcible rape, robbery, and aggravated assault. Again, you have property crimes. So I'm also on the app, Citizens app, that tells me every crime that's going on within the Overbrook Park. And when I look through it, I look and see that we have a lot of burglaries. And I mean, just around the corner on the same block, theft. And that's exactly what it says down here: burglary, larceny and theft, motor vehicle theft, and arson. Which I'm so surprised that arson is not up here as a violent crime, as it may harm a lot of people. For education, I was surprised that you have the same amount of people who didn't graduate from high school that you did high school graduates. I am not surprised that a lot of people have not carried on past high school. Far as transportation, a lot of people, as in myself, drive vehicles to and from work, to and from the store. We are accessible to transportation. We have numerous of bus routes that goes to different places. Um, People work, bicycle. You it has subway, but we have to take a bus to the subway, and not that many people work from home. So let's see what's going on in Philadelphia. Here's another one that I'm not going to play. It's a lot longer, but I just put it on there. This actually talks about how the rate is over 400 killings here in Philadelphia. As you see, that was October 9th, 2020, and we are at November 1st, 2020, and we have well over 400 violent crimes, especially gun violence, that have taken place here in Philadelphia. So let's talk about some of the good things that I have here in Overbrook. We have a Pee Wee squad football team called the Monarchs. Both of my sons have played in there. They do a lot of activities within the community to get everybody to come together. We have Overbrook High School, which is the high school that I graduated from. Also, the famous Mr. Will Smith. We also have the Overbrook School for the Blind, and this is something that I never knew. We have Overbrook Park Farms. So, according to the Ohio State University Extension, a community is a good place to live. A good community is where neighbors can stick together with something they value. Which brings me to, I do not think that Overbrook is a good community. There's no community resources for teenagers and or young adults. There are no resources for reentry inmates who come back into society. The crime rate here is overwhelming. I mean, any time of day there's shootouts and people shooting up homes and this very close by. The educational system is poor here. I take my son to almost 30 miles away just to attend a good school. The community here does not stick together. We all know about that snitches get stitches rule that we have here. They also built new bars and other establishment that brings all of the violent crimes to our neighborhood. What changes or improvement would you make in your community if you could? So I said more educational opportunities for children, after school tutoring, bring some of those good schools here in this community, rebuild this community. Mentors to speak to the young men standing on a corner, mentors to talk to the young ladies who's out here doing drugs, who's following the men, and vice versa. Advocates to help fight for justice within our neighborhood. Stop waiting for outsiders to come to speak up for you. Stop waiting for outsiders to come to start the protests. More employment opportunities. If we have more jobs, more employment opportunities here in this neighborhood, maybe that will cut back on the burglary, that will cut back on the violent crimes. More police presence. I believe that if we have more police presence, a lot of this stuff will not happen. However, even though there's a lot of people who are not afraid of the cops, at least it will cut back on a lot of crime that's happening here. Well, I hope you guys enjoy my community, and I can't wait to um, view your communities. So, everyone, have a good work week.